Naomi had it all, a successful career, a loving family, a beautiful home, or so it seemed. Yet beneath the surface, a quiet discontent simmered.
As I approached my 40s, this unease morphed into something bigger. It was a full-blown crisis, a reckoning with the life I had built and the woman I had become.
Naomi knew she could no longer ignore the questions. This was her wake-up call, her opportunity to trade in a life of quiet desperation for one of authenticity and joy. The first cracks in Naomi's life appeared subtly. A nagging sense of emptiness after work achievements, a feeling of disconnect in her relationships. She brushed it aside, attributing it to stress or fatigue, but these feelings intensified.
I realized I felt like a ship adrift. I had a compass, but it was set to someone else's North Star. I had followed the charted course, the one society deemed desirable, but it led me to a destination that felt hollow and unfulfilling.
Her days were filled with obligations, leaving little room for joy or creativity.
A profound sense of loss washed over me. I mourned the lost years spent chasing someone else's definition of success. I grieved the dreams I had abandoned, the passions I had silenced. It was a painful realization, but it also ignited a flicker of hope. Recognizing my unhappiness was the first step toward reclaiming my life.
The journey inward was not easy. Naomi confronted a maelstrom of emotions. Tears flowed freely as she released years of suppressed desires and unacknowledged pain.
What if I failed? What if I was too old to start over? What if I was just being selfish?
These doubts threatened to derail her, but Naomi refused to be defined by fear. She began to journal, pouring her thoughts and feelings onto the page.
Therapy provided a safe space to explore her emotions and challenge negative thought patterns.
She asked herself difficult questions. What brought her joy? What were her values? What legacy did she want to leave behind? As Naomi delved deeper into self-reflection, she realized that her definition of success was flawed.
I had equated achievement with worthiness, tying my self-esteem to my accomplishments.
It meant letting go of the need to please others, of striving for perfection.
I began to prioritize my well-being. I made time for activities that brought me joy, like painting, hiking, and spending time in nature. I set boundaries, learning to say no to commitments that drained my energy.
She cultivated self-compassion, treating herself with the same kindness and understanding she extended to others. Success was no longer about external accolades, but about living a life aligned with her values and passions. With a newfound sense of self-awareness, Naomi felt a surge of courage.
It was time to embrace new possibilities, to step outside my comfort zone and pursue my dreams. I dusted off my paintbrushes, the scent of oil paints filling my studio with a sense of familiarity and excitement.
Words flowed effortlessly from her pen, stories taking shape on the page. She enrolled in a pottery class, her hands finding joy in molding clay.
Each new experience ignited a spark within me, reminding me of the woman I had always been, the one I had buried beneath layers of societal expectations.
As Naomi embraced her true self, she discovered an unexpected source of strength, vulnerability.
Sharing my struggles, my fears, and my imperfections with trusted friends and family deepened my connections and fostered a sense of belonging.
She realized that vulnerability was not weakness, but the very essence of courage.
Naomi, your openness has brought us closer. It's inspiring to see you embrace your true self.
Naomi found solace in the shared experiences of others.
Through their stories, I realized that I was not alone in my struggles, that my vulnerability was a source of strength and connection.
She communicated her needs more openly in her relationships, setting healthy boundaries and fostering deeper intimacy.
Naomi, taking risks is part of growth. Embrace the possibility of failure as an opportunity to learn.
Naomi's journey through midlife crisis was a transformative experience.
It stripped away the layers of societal conditioning, revealing my authentic self and illuminating a path toward a more fulfilling life.
She emerged from the crisis stronger, more resilient, and deeply grateful for the lessons learned. Her life was no longer defined by external achievements, but by a profound sense of purpose and inner peace.
I live each day with intention, savoring the simple joys and finding beauty in the ordinary. I embrace my passions, nurture my relationships, and move through the world with a newfound sense of freedom and authenticity.
Naomi's story is a testament to the transformative power of self-discovery. It reminds us that it is never too late to redefine ourselves, to embrace our true passions, and to live a life illuminated by gratitude, purpose, and the freedom to be our most authentic selves.